not to give a spoiler alert to anybody who hasn't played inFamous 1 yet, but the events from inFamous 1 kind of carry Cole down to New Marais. There was a very large incident that happens at the very beginning of this game and forces him into this new place. And New Marais is our kind of coastal city. It's a lot like New Orleans. It's actually had a flood as well. Early on, before Cole went to Empire City, he learned all of his parkour here. So because of the floods, the police couldn't actually go out and, you know, pull him off these buildings, whereas, you know, most people, when people start climbing buildings, the police are there within 10 minutes. So he had a free reign, and that's how he kind of learned his parkour. But what happens is he comes rushing back down to this new city, and he finds out that there's a doctor down here that is amping up powers. So part of it is he wants to try and find this doctor to figure out how to make himself stronger.
I see.
One of the things you're fighting off right now is our swamp beasts. Right off the bat, you'll notice that Cole now has a weapon. One of the things that our consumers mentioned was that they really want to see more melee, close combat melee. And so what we did is we gave him what we call the amp, and it amplifies his powers, and you can see the energy will flow off of his hand into the actual weapon itself, causing more elemental damage to the enemies. As you can see here, we also have a swamp beast. The swamp beasts are one of the new enemies they added because we felt that there were too many humanistic characters in the original game. We wanted to kind of, because we're out near the swamp, give you kind of more of an environmental new character that kind of fits in with, you know, being out and outside the city.
Awesome. So, I love the hand-to-hand, by the way. That's just it. You guys just gave it that cinematic feel. It looks awesome every time you're fighting somebody new. It's thousands of times better than what the first one was. Absolutely.
It's really nice because now it kind of rounds the character out. He's got a very powerful ranged attack and ranged abilities, but now it's also giving him a really nice close combat feel to him, giving him a much cooler kind of like gritty feel to it. So we're really happy with the way it's coming out, and you know, looking forward to getting it in the hands of all of our end users.
Oh man, we're so excited for this game. It's not even funny. And all this new stuff that you guys are seeing, guys, like the wall scale, you know, it's just beautiful, awesome stuff. Everything is so cool in comparison to the first one. I mean, the first one's such a spectacular title. We gave it, I believe, on our scale it was 6 out of 7, which is an extraordinary title. We've never given a game an iconic. So this has
That's cool.
One of the best scores on our
we'll
site.
try to get iconic from this one.
Hey,
We're going to try to go 7 of 7 for this one.
That would be splendid.
Also, you'll notice a lot more detail in the city. As you can see, these balconies, if you throw grenades, throw TK blasts at them, you can actually now bring down the entire balcony with characters sitting on top. So as you see, you're crushing enemies, they're falling down. That was another one of the users' comments, is they wanted to see a little more destructibility, a little more interactivity in the levels. We've also added a lot more detail in, as you see. So you got, you know, pinatas hanging, flags across the streets, and you know, giving it a nice, really great lifelike feel to this new city, New Marais.
Yeah, and there's so much going on like the first one, but in this one, the details are ridiculous. A lot of awesome new lighting effects. The destruction is unbelievably
rampant. I like to use the word rampant. It's
rampant.
Really fun.
Oh my God.
You start throwing some grenades, and as we get near the end of this demo, you're going to see one of our new powers, the Ionic Vortex, and man, it just does some serious destruction to all of the city. It's really fantastic. Sucker Punch has been working very hard on this. I'm very impressed with everything that they've been able to do with such a small team. So, I mean, them building an open world game and taking off a chunk like this and still delivering such high quality is something Sucker Punch has really been known for in the past.
Awesome, and now another thing I'm noticing, even though the first one had cinematics, this one's taking it to the next level. A lot more lip syncing going on, you know, a lot more of the cinematic, you know, cameras being closed, cameras switching off. You know, this is something that all of our gamers have seen, but you know, it's just it's that next step. You know, what were we missing from the first one that we can do for the second one?
The first animation is they were good. They were all hand animated. But what we realized is we really wanted to get more emotion out of the characters and their performances.
Definitely.
So what we did is, of course, we went out and we mocapped our characters. We put them on a mocap stage and allowed them to work together. And when people work together when they're doing this, you get a better output from them. You get a better performance because they're interacting with another person. When you sit in a soundstage and just deliver lines, it's very hard to get the feel of what you're trying to do or where you are in that scene. And when we put you on top of a truck and it's rumbling and moving around, we're going to get a much better, more lifelike performance from you. Also, you noted the facial animations. We're doing a lot of facial animation detail, and that's going to also give you that great feel, that great emotional push, and the connection to the character itself.
Really awesome.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. So here's the Ionic Vortex. As you can see, it's a gigantic tornado that's attached with lightning. As you can see, it's also destroying all of our wonderful balconies. Again, just giving you this really great feel of a really tough, powerful character.
Absolutely.
So this game will be coming out this year. We really look forward to getting it in the hands of our end consumers, and we hope you guys all like it.
Absolutely. Everybody's going to love this game for sure. One of the best open-ended games there is, absolutely. And with all this action going on, it just gets me more hyped to see, honestly, where Sucker Punch is going to take this game.